perfect example of a person not at all paying attention, but assuming all over the galaxy, which is in no way related to what I have mentioned to them about the sun and the simplicity of what is real. If I were me, I would reply, "Wow, that sounds interesting to me." Then I would listen and respectfully ask questions. At times, I am amazed that anything gets done on this planet, but the way everyone is always in a hurry to get nowhere. The only thing anyone is rushing to is old age. The more patient a person is, the faster they learn. And so, humans are generally thinking creatures with their own nature about them, which relates more so to their astral body, which is their emotions. Being more of a feeling entity than a sensible person. And that's the main reason for the dramatic situations that occur in one's life. So, to better understand the nature of one's dream visions, they must first learn to be patient with themselves and learn to pace their life with which is real and true. Being creative is something all of us do. But when it overtakes our life to where the whole of life is lost to the small little creations of the human ego, then the eventual effects start showing up. The whole of life will always make sense, and the creative part will always be self-limiting, no matter how brilliant the person is. When a person is faced with a decision that has more than one side to it, there sometimes becomes a conflict, thus creating dreams from the unconscious. The person involved may become overwhelmed by their decision on which way to go, and so, therefore, has symbolic dreams. If the situation is to where the person has trouble going either way, the dream will portray itself as a person unable to move from where they are, or possibly to struggle moving with the stronger of choices that he has desired. So, unless the person can achieve all their directives, it is most sensitive and certain that final choice will be the strongest wish. And so, it is almost certain the direction will be the most emotional element involved, because most people are more influenced by their emotions than their rationality and reasoning. I think that's really true. That's sure what I've found. People do go by their emotions. On this level, and the next two, the astral and the mental world, love is blind. And so as most humans keep considering their emotional responses to be love, they will continue to find themselves and bind themselves to the reality of who they really are. Real love and emotion are two different things, but to those who are led only by the appearance of things and their senses, they will have to continually struggle to find real happiness in a world which has little sensibility to it, and for most humans. Actually, real happiness is such a rarity and even those who experience their greatest emotions, sensations, have not achieved real happiness. I cannot properly explain what it is, but the majority of people, with whatever they have in their lives, do not have it. So, for the most part, when a person is in love or desire of another, they are not seeing the imperfections of the other person right away. But as time goes on and they continue to experience their partner, a new perception of them always emerges. And as people get older and they stay with their mate, it may be more so out of tradition and some kind of obligation, because deep down inside may want to leave or have a new life. As all of us want to evolve and experience what we cannot yet recognize. Our physical experience here is such a small window of seeing what life really is all about, as it does not provide the real picture. I am providing a huge number of views, and nothing here is absolute. As each of us has free will and can always change anything. What I am saying here is that all thinking is not free in the terms we would consider or even imagine. Just because a person can think and do whatever they want to, this is an arena of cause and effect. So there are consequences for our actions. There is a created world that entices the senses from the things that we see and the things that we want to what is seen on TV, every place we go, where there is a constant bombardment of advertising to get our attention and make a decision for us to buy or do something, whether we want to or not. A free thinker knows their direction, and it is not aimed at anything of the material sense, or failure will soon show up. To live in this world and do what one does in part of the life of being human here, but to give one's life to just this level of appearances is to truly surrender one's real awareness to more unconscious. The idea of the process we must all go through is to become more aware in the true sense. It is a radical approach to make the time to discover the hidden secrets of ourselves, which have eluded us for millions of years without the knowledge that it has been so. Even with all I'm presenting here, it is still not enough to remedy the searching and provide the answer one is looking for. To find this, but the best place to start, the real guides are the most exceptional beings, and they alone know the hidden and secret way into the whole of life, as it really is. Reality here and now, and never in the past. What took place yesterday is gone, and so each person must decide to discover what is new right now. Those who market the past events or salespeople who want their commission for the false promises that they're selling. The real guys will show anyone how they're looking fooled by today's transitional antics and their dream vision. That's pretty good. You people want to comment on that?
One thing that causes will never be free in the cause and effect world. There's always an effect to what we do, our actions. So it's a restriction right away. So the idea is to get beyond that into the area of the real universes where there is none of this cause and effect. It's just an isness. So that relieves one of the effects of your action, because you're working, supporting this reality that isn't that. It's the creation reality, the cause and effect reality, but the isness is not part of that. So aligning yourself with it would take you out of the cause and effect arena, the karmic arena. That's when the spiritual people say, you talk about karma and relieving your karma or getting rid of it. Well, here's a way, because the real guides do work on helping you shed it and seeing it for what it is. It's basically an agreement you've made. So they show you on the real side, and they show you through hints and references on the physical, and then you can relieve yourself of the karma gradually and gently, sometimes not so gently, but just you'll feel a lightening of being. You won't have this baggage to carry around anymore. And that's because you're not in this cause and effect arena. You're just part of the isness reality. You have anything, Tim, to add?
Well, I was thinking about how the emotions seem to affect so much of what's going on right now on Earth. We see these presidents and kings and masters and all these beings or people that they want this worship. I guess that's an emotion. They want to think that they're something special and better than, and how at this very time we're seeing the emotions so running wild, like road rage, and these people that go in and start shooting people in places, and it's just, even the wars, it seems like, is emotional stuff that they've convinced people, oh, those people are bad, they're going to harm you, go kill them, and teach you how to blow them up, and all these things, and get the agreement that's what they want to do. They want to be soldiers and go kill the enemy, which I guess we've all experienced in one lifetime or another, or many times. But it does seem like that's such a powerful force, this emotional body on Earth right now, of why things are happening the way they are. And then when we see brutalitarian leaders and things with huge worldly powers like the atomic bombs in hands of who knows who's got it in secret, even in this world, and what their intent is to have that power to do something with. It's just such a treasure that for those that are becoming aware, waking up to this real guidance and education that's being offered at this time on Earth through the new presentation and the wonderful worldwide educators, and the efforts of those involved to present this to those that the real guides give the opportunity to even hear about it, because I don't think they'd waste their time when they know who's ready and who isn't. So if anybody is hearing what Lila's reading and we're discussing, to check out the new presentation. If you have the technology, or there's a telephone number for Val or Kelsey or me, or to find out about what's being offered, about not having to come back into this reincarnation stuff, and that seems to be going to be worse and worse physically, and who knows what it'll be emotionally and mentally, and it's just such a gift being offered for those that it's being offered to not take it for granted and realize that it's the most important thing in this experience, in these psych realms, to have the opportunity to get out of these psych realms and help others have the opportunity to not have to come back into this hellish, demon, crazy world.